Stadium in Boise, Idaho. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Boise State Broncos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, Coach Signetti told me right before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Broncos will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Hoosiers offense who will have the football first. Nick Marsh, every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going over the top. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Broncos offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a game in which the plan was basically give him the ball, let him score a touchdown. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll start on the ground with Brown. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down. Finding some room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Off the play fake on first down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give running right, Brown. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Broncos are rolling down the field. First down, right back to Brown. Nice move there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Brown. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Creates a little space, and he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Got enough for the first. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's shot. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Quarterback making checks. Off play action on first down. Now adjusting. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defender caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Plucks it out of the air. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A great catch and run for 6.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Turning it on! He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Broncos! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Might be changing the route. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Bailey. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on fourth down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. They'll go with Brown. There's a crease. Past the 20. Touchdown, Boise State. He got a step and just dusted the field. That is his third score of the game and now 14 on the season. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They're working that left side. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle.
Oh, he's got some space. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's shot. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Running inside. It's Richard. They knock him down right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. And the Broncos will hustle to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. That's caught. It's Johnson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on 4th down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's shot. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Moving out of the pocket. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. And they're able to make the tackle. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's shot. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Made the grab in the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Broncos want to move quickly. On 1st down, it's Brown again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. A give to Brown. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Checking in with the Broncos head coach here at the half. His running back has started to get in that Heisman conversation, and he is thrilled with the way he's performing. Sometimes hype off the field can be a distraction, but that has not happened. This running back has been locked in, dialed in, and is performing at a high level so far in this game. We'll see if he can keep it up here to start the second half. I'll keep you posted. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The run inside. It's Brown. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab on the big throw. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Broncos racing to the line in a hurry up. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Try the right side with Brown. Touchdown, Broncos! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Here's the return from inside. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Brown again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Makes a man miss. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Brown. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Broncos have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Goff. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The quick out. Turning it on. He's brought down the 1 of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give, running right, Brown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the... It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside. It's Overton. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
It's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. There's some room. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Here's a heat. He'll get rid of it. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's shot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Saunders. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Broncos line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's shot. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Overton. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on third down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He'll take a deep shot here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
On third down, here's Brown. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Defense not showing press coverage. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the right side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Hoosiers in the hurry-up. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, he'll throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Indiana! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down. He's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes, they can't rebound, they can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play, make the next play. Now down the stretch.